You interviewed Nelson Mandela.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Yeah. I think
Can you tell me about that? I mean, when was that? What was it like?
That was in 2015, and I think it was one of the last interviews he did. And it was at his house and the head office of his foundation. And with my very good friend, sort of a long-standing BBC cameraman, Glenn Middleton, who he'd interviewed Nelson Mandela lots of times. And every time Glenn went, he wore those Mandela shirts, those very flowery sort of shirts. And Mandela goes, "Oh, hello, how are you? You're wearing one of my shirts." So I was like, sort of, okay, how do you prep for something like this? But the one thing I would say that was amazing is that when you meet, and interview people who have got even a fraction of his life story, you sort of expect hundreds of pictures. Here's me with the president of this and the Pope, and he had no pictures at all. He didn't care about that. He did have one cartoon, because I think Britain was trying to get his support for hosting the World Cup, and David Beckham had been out. So there was a cartoon from the Sowetan newspaper, from Soweto Township, and in it there's just a young black kid with his father looking at the TV, and in the TV is David Beckham and Nelson Mandela. And there's a little speech bubble coming out of the kid's mouth. Said, "Dad, who's that old guy with David Beckham?" I just thought that just sort of summed him up completely.